Well, hi, everybody. I'm Don Stewart, and this is our third edition of Breaking News today for Tuesday, the 30th day of July, 2024. And our headline, Israel does the hat trick. Remember a couple weeks ago, Mohammed Deif, or Def, however you pronounce his name, was killed by an Israeli airstrike on July 15th. Hamas didn't want to report his death. They said he didn't die, but it seems it would be impossible for him to escape the bomb that had killed like 70 terrorists there, and he was in the midst of that. So he's been a person they've been looking for years and years, decades and decades. He's number two in Hamas. He's a mass murderer, and he was killed just 2 weeks ago. Now, today we had another story. If you remember, in our second edition of Breaking News, the IDF struck Beirut today, and a Hezbollah commander responsible for the Majdal Shams strike was confirmed killed. His name was Fuad Shukr. He was second in command of all of Hezbollah, and Israel took him out today. Now, we don't stop there. Just now across the wire, and that's why we're doing this special edition of Breaking News. Hamas says the IRGC, that's the Iran Revolutionary Guard, claimed that Hamas's leader, Ismail Haniyeh, was eliminated today, early this morning, in an airstrike on his Tehran home. Hamas leader, Ismail Haniyeh, was killed in Iran. Hamas confirmed on Wednesday morning while claiming Israel was behind the attack. In a statement, the Islamic terror group said they mourned the death of Haniyeh, whom they claimed was killed in a treacherous Zionist raid on his residence in Tehran. Haniyeh, along with one of his guards, was reportedly killed at his Tehran residence, according to the statement, about 2 a.m. this morning, according to Arabia's El Arida, Saudi Arabia's El Ariba news. So Haniyeh was number one. He was the top dog in Hamas. So number two was killed 2 weeks ago, Deif. You've got Sinwar, who's also there hiding, somewhere in the caves there in the tunnels in Gaza somewhere. But the number one person, this spokesman, is really Haniyeh. He was the one that always came in front of the camera, billionaire living in pastoral splendor in these five-star hotels in Dubai. Well, he's dead now too. So we have the hat trick. First Deif 2 weeks ago, then today, earlier today in Lebanon, we have this other person, Fuad Shukr, who they've been after for years. He was part actually of the bombing in Lebanon years and years ago. Remember, in the U.S. barracks had killed some 200 American soldiers. He was behind that. They've been looking for him for years, $5 million bounty on him. Well, they got him today, Israel. And Israel this morning, then, Israeli time, the next day would be the 31st of July. Today's still July 30th here. They got Ismail Haniyeh too. So what a day. They got the hat trick. All three of these terrorists, these murdering terrorists, have been taken out. All right, we'll have much more on that tomorrow morning when the smoke clears, as it were. Like I said, it's about 9:15 tonight on the Pacific Coast. I usually do the recordings in the morning about 5 to 6 a.m., something like that. So that gives about 9 hours or so, 8 or 9 hours of more stories to come out. We'll report more and more further detail, but I had to give that. This is a great news. It's a great story. Evil has been conquered. These three evil leaders that are paramount, that are crucial to the terrorist attacks, both Hezbollah and Hamas, have been taken out. So that is really, really great news. Okay, I'm Don Stewart. We'll see you in the morning. Until then, as always, may the Lord richly, richly bless.